Welcome to the Haunted Hangover podcast. I'm Louie. And once again, as always, recently, I am joined by Grimey.
Welcome, everyone.
And we're back to do another taste test. But this time, It's of the liquid form, not cereal. So...
I'm usually like super used to bringing down a water bottle, and I was like struggling to find my water bottle, and I was like, wait a second, I have two fucking other bottles of liquid here that I don't need no water, like whatever. So weird.
I've got a water to cleanse my palate, I guess, because we are professional spooky junk food tasters. That's what I'm calling us.
This is true.
For the 2023 season. That's what we are, Grimey. Professional.
We need like little clip-on name tags.
Medallions. Just medallions. I want a medallion that says it. I don't even want a name tag. Just a full, big medallion on my chest. But yes, we're taste testing one favorite that's returning for the 5th year and one new ripoff, I guess, of said favorite, right?
Yes and no. It's kind of a ripoff. They're not strangers to the mystery flavored soda. But this is the first Halloween soda foray that they released, I believe.
I did recently discover, and I meant to text you this, and I think I forgot to. Gatorade is doing a mystery drink, because it's not soda, because we're going to be talking about sodas. We'll get back to that in a second. Technically not Halloween, but I saw
fall.
It's fall. I saw the bottle. It is orange and black.
It's Halloween.
Yes.
I don't give a shit.
100%.
Yeah, I was actually out looking around. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but I did look around in Walmart a couple of days ago just to see, maybe if they released it and didn't say a lot about it. And there's not too many people talking about the Gatorade. It's kind of unfortunate because any excuse to talk about weird shit is a good excuse. And
any excuse to talk about a strange mystery Halloween soda.
Yeah, totally.
You want as many opportunities to do that as possible. But that's enough yapping. Let's dive into them. And we're talking about, obviously, no mystery here, because the title of this episode is the 2023 Mountain Dew VooDEW and the Fanta, what the Fanta? Or Fanta with a question mark. What hashtag? What the Fanta?
There is Fanta.
Fanta? Big question mark there on the side. Hashtag what the Fanta. And we mentioned both of these in our journey through upcoming Halloween items that we were looking forward to, anticipated Halloween items. Both of these came up, so I'm glad we're able to revisit them and have them in front of us to taste. Now, which one do you want to start with? Because I want to talk about, obviously, the labels and then go into the taste test. But which one do you want? I'm going to let you choose, Grimey. What do you want to go with?
Oh man, I'm kind of thinking we're going with the choice. Fanta, man.
Oh man,
just because I feel like it's the newcomer and it's like the opening act. You know what I mean? Like that's the one that needs to start, and then we'll go with the one that everybody came here for second.
Oh wow, you don't think people are as excited for Fanta or Fanta or however you pronounce it?
I do, but I feel like there's a little bit of conflict here. I feel like they have to put in some work first before they reach Mountain Dew status, since they're on number 5 here for the Halloween season. And like I said, Fanta, Fanta's been around for a little while, and they are doing the mystery flavored sodas as well. But this is the first time that I feel like they really decided to like up the ante a little bit and go up against Mountain Dew for the season. You know what I mean?
I've never had a previous Fanta mystery soda. They've done this before, but not during the Halloween season, correct?
Right. Yeah, they did like a blue colored one that ended up being like an orange creamsicle or something. I don't remember exactly what the flavor was, but that was like during summertime a couple years ago. And they did do something for some of the different fast food restaurants. There was like a strawberry shortcake flavored one or something, and it was like green, just something to throw you off. But yeah, they're not strangers to it, but certainly never pushed it this far to where they would go up against Mountain Dew during the season.
There's a beef between Mountain Dew and Fanta right now. And we're going to squash it right now by tasting both of them and seeing which one's better. All right. So you called it. We're going to start with this bad boy, this dark, wonderful liquid here, which we did talk about the color of the Fanta.
Totally. I love that the Mountain Dew is like this ghostly pale white, and then we have this Fanta that's just like fucking black. I mean, it is super black.
Dude, I'm putting it up against my light here. I can't even see through it.
No.
There is no color. Black.
I'm wondering if that's the coloring agent that supposedly this turns your tongue colors. It's supposed to turn your tongue black. So it doesn't say that anywhere on the packaging, I don't believe.
I'm assuming that's not a part of the gimmick. That's just a side effect of the black food coloring that they're putting in this.
That could be. I don't know. Some of the bigger food, junk food enthusiasts on Instagram, they're like talking about how it definitely that was like supposed to be part of the gimmick, but that could be wrong. I really have no idea.
We'll be able to test that out in a second. Now, let's discuss the label here. Even though I think we did, but we actually have it in front of us. I'm a fan of the. It looks like it's supposed to glow in the dark. I cannot confirm that it does. The green color hue here.
Right.
Right?
I don't think it does glow in the dark, but it does look that way. It does have that very specific glow in the dark green look to it.
It totally should have. Missed opportunity to not have this glow in the dark. I just did the same thing. I put my hand over it.
Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe I can't really tell. Very hard to tell. But it's a sweet design. It's very simplistic. Minimalist. Yeah, for sure. We got like a moon in the background with some silhouettes of bats, and the bottom half here has the little spider web with the little spider hanging. It's pretty dope. It's a nice touch. Whereas like Mountain Dews, usually they go like full out with the artwork, which is appreciated. This is like the complete opposite of Mountain Dew. I'm telling you, it's so wild.
They purposely were like, you know what we're not going to do? Have this vibrant, colorful label.
Yeah.
So, I do like that around the Dare to Scan QR code, which we should probably do live here because I have not done that. There's also another little spider and cobweb. So let's scan that and see what happens here. Live on the recording, the Coke URL. Okay, so this took me to a page that says, there you go. It's just the What the Fanta page. I guess where you can guess your flavor or enter. No tricks here. Sign up for news about our next treat. So it's a newsletter, basically, an email, an email deal. I guess if you want updates. They want to latch on to you there. All that stuff will end up in your junk folder. But yeah, there's not much else about this. Just the green color, like you said, minimalist. Dude, this shit looks like poison. It's just pitch
It's just
black.
Straight up looks, it's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's like very inky black. Like you can't see through this.
It looks like it's supposed to come out of a squid.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the label is just white text.
Yeah.
Caffeine free. There you go. Won't be
see, that for me is one of the big like key winners of Fanta here is that most of them, I think actually all of them are caffeine free. I'm not much of a caffeine person, so like when I get my VooDEWs, I take a couple swigs and I set it aside for forever and ever, and it just sits in the room next to the other 4 that happened the previous years. But this one I can drink this and not worry about having energy legs in my sleep and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Little caffeine free soda here. All right, let's crack it open. Let's crack it.
Get some good ASMR.
There you go. Let's see. Hopefully mine doesn't explode in my face. I did shoot these. I got shots of these for the episode, and 1 or 2 might have fallen on the table. So I was worried. I was like, "Fuck! Hopefully they don't explode." I'm having some trouble here getting the lid off. There we go. Getting the cap off. All right.
Let's take a whiff of that. It smells extremely familiar.
Yeah. It smells like a candy of some kind.
Do you know what it kind of reminds me of?
What?
Smarties.
Yes. I was
like that powdery kind of Smartie sweetness.
I was trying to pinpoint that. Yes, you're right. I also want to note here, a little bit spilled into the cap here, and I'm gonna pour a little bit more so I can see. Dude, it's like a gray, man. It's literally gray. This soda.
It's like charcoal.
I thought it would be like a dark blue or purple and just look black altogether. No, dude. This soda is like legit black gray. So
yeah, it's insane, dude.
So Smarties, huh? The aroma.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm getting. Maybe.
Yeah, I can see
it's like
that.
playing tricks on my head too, though. I also, if I like close my eyes, I kind of feel like I smell orange soda at the same time.
Just because it's a Fanta, you're like, it's orange soda.
I'm telling you, it's weird.
I smell that kind of chalky candy flavor you mentioned.
Yeah,
I do smell that. All right, let's take a swig. Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure, dude. For sure.
I could.
I do.
Oh, it's different.
I do taste the chalky hard candy flavor.
Huh. Yeah, that's like almost exactly what that reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. We should also point out we're drinking the 0 sugar version. So the flavor's still there. It's just not. It's got that diet soda taste as well. But I don't think that'll. Yeah, my tongue's not black.
Mine's pretty good. Yeah, man, it's dark.
Let it sit on there for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little darker. My camera's a little farther away. Yeah, I can taste that. I think you're in the ballpark of a Smartie. It's definitely a candy of some kind, for sure.
It's different.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I get some weird citrusy notes too, though. Like, almost like a, I want to say like a Sprite mixed with like some berry in there too, kind of like.
Yeah, there's berry in there somewhere, but it doesn't remind me of a soda. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the taste of like a soda has or a pop. So you call it pop, right? You don't call it soda.
I call it soda.
You do call. I thought you said pop in the past.
A lot of people here call it pop, so I get that too. But recently I've evolved into the soda aspect. I don't know. It's just it feels better. I don't like saying pop that much. It just seems so weird.
It feels normal to say soda. Pop seems a little off.
Dude, it does, man. It does.
Yeah, it doesn't have. Obviously, it tastes like soda, but it's got a candy. It's mostly the aftertaste. Am I wrong in saying that you get kind of that candy, hard candy, berry, like tartness. Doing my best to not burp here. Burp on the.
Dude, I feel that.
Podcast.
I'm horrible when it comes to the soda. Like, I'll drink just a couple, and I'm either hiccuping or like burping a ton. Like the moment it hits my mouth.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
I don't think this is going to be an officially licensed. I don't think, since this is their like first year doing a Halloween mystery soda.
But this stuff's it's pretty interesting with the whole thing they have going on. We actually, one of our shows over at Leftover Pizza, we were just talking about something similar to this. You know how when they did the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror back in for Burger King back in 2001, where they did the it was a frozen black cherry is what it was.
I remember
that drink. So when I started researching a little bit and seeing that they were supposed to, this was supposed to change your tongue black, that soda or drink, whatever you want to call it, that slushy thing, it did that. But also, I don't remember, it was just several years ago, Fanta did something similar in Burger King where it was a frozen black cherry drink, but it had Fanta on it. It wasn't like Simpsons wasn't the head of it or anything. it also changed your tongue black. So like they're just continuing with that, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. We have our own little Simpsons Treehouse of Horror in a bottle now, minus the flavor.
Or the IP.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I remember that drink because I remember that same year all the toys were Treehouse of Horror themed. There were those little, right, if I remember correctly?
The spooky light-ups for that year.
Light-ups. I remember those, yeah. Yeah, dude. What's the final verdict on this one?
It's so tough to like really nail the flavor on this one.
We have to come up with something for this. I'm gonna go that same kind of hard candy, chalky candy route.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing
if it's a candy, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's like the weird chalky Smartie candy, or like even a sweet tart kind of thing. Because it's not.
Yeah. But I think didn't VooDEW do that so already? And we're gonna get into
tarts.
Yeah, they did something. We're gonna go through their flavors once we dive into the VooDEW, but I think they did something like that. Unless they're just completely biting off of VooDEW, and they should do. Honestly, Fanta should do a completely different flavor and not do something VooDEW already did. So.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think any of them really tasted quite like this one here. It's different though. I mean, it's sweet. It feels like it has like a little bit of berry to it, maybe. It's not anything that I thought it was going to taste like. I read like 1,000 reviews, and what people told me they thought it tasted like. I had some person say that it tasted like candy apple. I had another person telling me that it tasted. It was like berries and. Like almost like a.
Now that you say candy apple, I just took another sip, and I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of can see that.
Do you think? I gotta dig back in there.
I think my mind's playing tricks on me. God damn it, my brain and my taste buds are not working together right now.
Yeah, see, I don't get the apple.
No,
I don't get apple from that at all. So I'm gonna say that's a lost cause there. As cool as that would have been, I was honestly hoping for one of two different things. Hopefully, I was thinking either maybe like a candy apple or a licorice. And not like black licorice, but like a
Twizzler.
Regular cherry or like strawberry Twizzlers. Yeah, I think that would have been really dope.
You know what I was hoping for? Mentos.
Mentos?
I'm just kidding. Imagine that. Yo, that would have been the fucking grossest soda ever. The mystery flavor. Mentos. I don't think that would have...
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol. Oh, God. Yeah, it's got to be some sort of candy, citrusy candy, berry candy. I don't know if the aspartame or whatever's in this is killing the flavor for us, but I definitely taste something that's not just diet soda. So that's my final guess is that chalky candy that you mentioned at first. That's what it reminds me. You think they'll get the licensing to Smarties? You think they'll get that?
No, I think they'll do what Mountain Dew did for the first 4 years and just make like bootleg or knockoff flavors, and you know what I mean. They're just gonna call it like weird powder candy or something.
Fun Dip. That's what this is. Imagine Fun Dip. That's one of the mystery flavors. That'd be amazing. Fun Dip. Just the stick though, not the powder.
Yeah, you know. Now that you mention it does kind of have like the Fun Dick. Fun Dick.
Jesus. That Fun
Dip. It kind of has the Fun Dip stick kind of flavor to it, honestly. I could see that.
Grammy, if it had the Fun Dick flavor, I don't think anyone would
It's got Fun Dick flavor, yeah.
I don't think anyone would be happy about that.
No, I'm thinking not. No.
Yeah, it kind of has that. Imagine they pull that out of their ass and it's Fun Dip flavored. That would be so obscure and random. Like it's a combination of the stick, the white piece of chalk that you dip into the powder. Like that would be pretty dope. So
yeah,
now I'm swaying towards that. Now I'm swaying a little towards like the dip candy, maybe.
Like maybe the dip candy with like the blue raspberry or something with it.
Possibly, yeah. That's what I'm leaning more towards now because that chalky flavor is definitely in there. So
yeah, I totally get that.
All right, let's go to the main attraction. Let me cleanse my palate here with some water.
Oh yeah, this is a great idea. I mean, I finagled myself some water, so I might as well drink it.
So we've got the Mountain Dew VooDEW. Let's run down the previous years, because I know this year is the first time they're actually partnering up with someone.
Yes.
Did they say it was a candy company or just someone?
They said it's an iconic candy company. And those are the words they used. Yes, absolutely.
Interesting. So 2019 was Candy Corn. 2020 was Fruity Candy Explosion. What the fuck is that supposed to be?
Skittles.
Oh, okay. I remember having it that year, but I don't remember. I remember everyone saying Skittles, and that's what I was saying. 2021, Fruit Chew Candy, Starburst, right?
Starburst, of course.
And then last year, 2022, a sour candy flavor. So Sour Patch Kids. But I think everyone guessed that right away.
Oh yeah, it was spot on.
It was
so
obvious.
Good. I honestly think that one might have been my favorite so far. Like, I loved them all. Don't get me wrong. Do I think that all of them were like 100% accurate? Like, absolutely not. I think the first 2 years, everybody was baffled. They were like, well, this one tastes like Skittles, and so does this one. Yeah. What the fuck did they do? But, other than that, pretty much, yeah. Other than that, I think they're doing a hell of a job. I love the hunt for these. I love the art that they choose. I love the little Grim Reaper on the front that they have every year. Everything about this thing is just fucking screams Halloween. It's a beautiful aesthetic, and I love that the color palette changes every year. They have a different kind of art.
Yeah.
And this one has probably the most going on with it of the series so far, I guess. Pretty wild artwork, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you've got a mummy here with a mohawk on the left of the bottle.
So
I just noticed him.
It's a very Goosebumpsy mummy. So it's like they took the skeleton with the mohawk and morphed it with a mummy. Yeah, totally.
You're right.
Like, they're both in there. And like, if you look up pictures from like all the other fast food restaurants that used Goosebumps, like Taco Bell, they did a Goosebumps thing. This is like a spitting image of that, just slightly tweaked here and there. Really awesome. Did you happen to notice the little ghost that's to the left of the refresh then cycle?
Oh shit, popping out behind the corner there. I did not notice that either. I'm just noticing the mummy, funny enough.
So if you get the box of the cans, there's actually a couple of ghosts in this image that we can't see here because the label's too small. There's a lot more artwork going on those boxes than there is in this little label here, but they squeeze quite a bit in there. And then if you notice right above the mummy, there's actually a 5 in the cloud.
Yeah, I see that. It almost looks like a 75 because the little...
I know, I was wondering that too. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, they usually hide little 5s throughout the entire thing, or whatever year it is that they do the number. So there's a 5 in the candle
too. Yeah, I see the cobweb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to see if on the right side, by the 270 calories that this bottle is, if there's anything over there by that scary tree and clouds.
Right.
I see the tree.
I was kind of looking, see if you see like the blue in the background, it almost makes a 5, but then when you look in the artwork on the box, it's just kind of gets blurred. It doesn't really turn into anything. But there is like a little jester character in the very background there. I don't know what that's all about.
Oh yeah, what the hell is that? There's all kinds of Easter eggs in this in this beverage.
And then if you go back to the mummy, look directly behind him, just underneath the 5 where you see the bat, there's a little scarecrow there.
Oh my god, they put a lot of detail in this.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Crazy.
This one's got a fuck ton going on with it.
Yeah, I feel like this year has the most on the label than previous years. I feel like they haven't done this much. They haven't put this much work. I do want, before we take a sip of this, I do want to talk about that parody we both saw. We were talking about it through text.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's great. To the Freddy Krueger parody with the and I didn't even notice when you sent it to me, the straw fingernails.
Yeah, dude, totally. I love how there's like this progression of Freddy knockoffs where like we first had what's his name? It just Fred, I guess, from Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
He's the DJ, I'm the rapper. I think it was from that. Or no, it was actually a single. It was the Nightmare on My Street.
Nightmare on My Street, yeah.
Dude, did you ever actually see the
7-inch
that they?
Oh, on the commercial. I'm not commercial, in the music video.
The music video,
where
yeah,
he's got like a flat top and like he's wearing sunglasses.
The white flat top has the sunglasses.
Yeah,
he's got like the cyborg jacket looking thing.
Yeah.
It's like Terminator / Steve Urkel, but like he's dead and goofy looking. But he has like what are the little DJ arms for his like for his fingers. It's so cool,
he's
man.
He's wearing like sleeveless denim vest with like some punk band emblem. I forget what band's on it. I don't know if it's like Dead Kennedys or something about. From what I remember, I actually own the 7-inch of that, an original of that single.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's in my record collection off screen over here. I actually own, like, it has 2 versions of it. I think like an extended one, and it's like from the 80s. So like, was it late 80s? Nice. I believe. Yeah. And we've got this Freddy now. We've got the Mountain Dew VooDEW Freddy. All we got was a hand. I wish we could have seen the rest of him. See what his face looks like.
It's early. You never know what they'll do. I mean, they throw random little videos and hints and stuff throughout the season over on their Instagram. So maybe we'll get lucky and have a full-fledged Freddy.
I feel like the VooDEW Grim Reaper's kind of taking a back seat this year. He's not, like, obviously he's on the label and he's in all the advertisements, but I remember physically seeing more of him. Or have I just missed it, maybe?
I honestly haven't seen much myself, and I really didn't go out of my way to look, but I feel like, the Grim Reaper was like plastered everywhere the previous 4 years. I don't know. Maybe I'll check out Instagram.
He had his own Twitter account. I don't think it's very active anymore. So
he has his own Instagram. Yeah, it's still up there.
Oh, is it still up there? Okay, maybe he just
the Instagram.
Maybe once it turned to X, he was like, "Fuck that, dude, I'm leaving."
He's like, "I'm going to the new guy, Threads.
I'm going to Threads to promote my sugary sodas." All right, let's take a sip. Cheers. We didn't cheers to the other one, so we'll cheers to this one. The main event, the main attraction. Please don't explode. All right. Wonderful. Oh, once again, the aromas hitting my nostrils.
I mean, I get the typical Mountain Dew flavor up front.
Oh, dude, this definitely has something different in there. There's something.
Yeah, no, it's definitely there. It's like a little more citrusy than normal, possibly, and a little bit sweeter.
Wow, that is familiar. I recognize that smell. What the hell is it? I'm sure once we taste it, we'll have a better idea.
And now it's an iconic candy, is what they're saying. Now, I don't know why. The last couple of days, it was like iconic Halloween candy. Not necessarily a Halloween candy. It's just iconic candy is what a lot of these advertisements are saying.
Yeah, this smells familiar. I'm sure once we taste it, we're gonna say the same thing. It tastes familiar. Let's see. All right, let's take a sipple. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
What is that? That tastes. This tastes like Twizzlers. I think this might be Twizzlers.
You think?
I think so.
I don't know why, but I'm like. It almost has a weird root beery smell or like taste to it, almost like, or not root beer, but like Dr. Pepper almost.
I'm not getting Dr. Pepper. I see where you're coming from.
Like a faint Dr. Pepper with like some citrus in it for some reason. I don't know why.
I think this is it, man. I think this might be Twizzlers.
You think?
I think.
I'm kind of getting like a pixie stick vibe from it almost.
I can see that. It does have a bite to it at the end there. Kind of like a tartness. But I don't know, man. To me, it's a little Twizzlery. Twizzlery. That's a hard one to say.
That's hard for me to say Twizzlers.
Yeah, dude,
I feel like...
Really? It smells like Twizzlers to me a little.
You think so? I don't get that much from it. I feel like because Twizzlers, they have that such like a distinct flavor.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like the only people that have really done the Twizzler or licorice soda so far has been Jones back in the day when they did their Halloween
I never
ones.
had that, though. I remember seeing it.
Oh, man. They knocked
good?
that shit right out of the park. It's so good, and I don't know why it's not like a regular Halloween flavor. What was it, last year and the year before, I believe, they did a couple of revamped artwork or whatever. They like brought artwork back from their original cans and put them on the bottles. There was like the vampire, I believe, and I think the zombie, so I can't remember which ones they did, but it was really upsetting when they didn't bring the flavors that they originally were along with them. They just did their like regular run of flavors.
Just the labels.
Yeah, dude, it was such a bummer.
Yeah,
and like I love Jones Soda. I'm a huge Jones Soda fan, but like I feel like that was a cop out, kind of.
They teased you with it and didn't deliver. That's basically.
Well, I seen it, and I almost ordered an entire box of both, and then I was like, wait, this is like the one was still just green apple. And the other one was like the whatever the red one is. Typically, it was like, I don't want to say fufu berry, but it might have been the fufu berry one. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm really hoping for the red licorice like they had the one year, and that was prime.
Yeah, Grimey. I think I might go with. See, it tastes like Mountain Dew soda. Obviously, it's got that Mountain Dew citrus flavor. But there is something to me strawberry-ish about it, kind of like strawberry-ish. Strawberry kind of Twizzlery. Again, going back to that word.
Is that your final answer?
That's my
Twizzlers, you're going with Twizzlers?
I think that's my final answer. I think I might have to. I think that's what this is. And not just because we mentioned it earlier. I think because just by looking at the previous flavors, candy corn, candy explosion, Skittles, Starburst, Sour Patch. What's missing from that list?
Yeah, that's true. And if you look at the Mountain Dew logo here, they actually have, it's like Twizzlers colors, the pink and the red.
Yeah, you're right. This might be the year, man.
It might be. But just in case you're wrong, I'm gonna keep with my Pixie Sticks. I'm gonna call it Pixie Sticks.
It is tasty, man. It's
good. Yeah. It
is good.
I don't know if I'd call it my favorite one yet.
No.
I still really, really liked the Sour Patch Kids or the sour gummy candy.
Last year was really good. It was better. I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do they hide hints in the actual label?
The first one they did, like
I don't remember.
What was it? The candy corn, because the color scheme was like it was purple, but the Grim Reaper himself was white, orange, and yellow. Yeah. And then I think whatever year they did the Skittles, it was like they had like Skittles color scheme kind of on the packaging, sort of. I don't know.
Well, we'll be finding out soon enough. But
oh yeah.
Between the two, which one do you prefer, Grimey?
Oh boy, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and hit them both again.
Oh no, I think I've had
back to the Fanta here.
I think I've had my fill. I think I like the VooDEW more. Maybe it's just the real. I was gonna say the real sugar, but there's nothing real about the sugar in that VooDEW. The high fructose corn syrup I prefer much. I prefer that over the aspartame.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I do like the Mountain Dew a little bit more. I'm a little bit disappointed by the turning the mouth black aspect that this is supposed to have, because I don't think it really worked as good as they planned. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing until you mentioned it. So I thought it was just more of just it was black and that's it. Kind of just the color of the liquid was going to be black. I didn't realize it would turn your tongue black, or they thought it would turn your tongue black, because that obviously did not happen to either one of us. Even though we've been sipping on the VooDEW here. And that's probably washing away the black gold or whatever the hell this is. Yeah, man. I'm so curious what these two flavors are. I can't wait. I did Fanta announce when they were gonna say it?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it at the end of the season, just like Mountain Dew does. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it at the same exact day. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would say that I like the Mountain Dew more. I also will say that the more the merrier. If I mean, we got Pepsi that's up in here. We got Fanta. If anybody else wants to do some more, and we got the Gatorade that's looking like it's trying to steal some thunder from both. Like, the more the merrier. Cola. I'm all for it.
RC Cola. Get in there, man. Jump in the mystery soda game.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So that was Mountain Dew VooDEW and Fanta 2023.
I love the question mark at the end. That's my best part.
You got to add the question mark. Grimey, thank you as always for joining me.
Absolutely. Always happy to be here. Always happy to try some weird sodas.
Where can people find you and the Leftover Pizza Podcast?
Well, you could find us over at Instagram at Leftover Pizza Podcast. You could also find us over on our website, leftoverpizzaclub.com. We have all kinds of nostalgic articles and junk food reviews, all kinds of goodies on there. We just started our 2023 Halloween journal that we update once in a great while. So check back there. We don't really plug it on the Instagram much. And just like Haunted Hangover, you can listen to us on pretty much every streaming platform there is for podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
And be sure to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Haunted Hangover. Head over to hauntedhangover.com for links to our Patreon page, the video version of this episode, the audio-only version of this episode, and a bunch of other spooky nonsense. And as always, remember, the best cure for a hangover is...
more booze.
Catch you guys later.
Thanks for watching.